Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Burdette. I'm going to teach you how to play a super fun game. It's called Roll and Build. Mrs. Kim found this game online and she thought it would be super fun for you guys to learn to play with your families. And this is even a game that you can play by yourself. So I'm going to show you how to play Roll and Build. So you need three things. You need a game board, and we're going to make our own game board today. You need one dice. If you're in JK, or if you want a little bit of an extra challenge, or if you're in SK, you can use two dice, and then you need some small items or some counters. So I'm going to use the snap cubes for my game. So the first thing we're going to do is build our game board, and a fun way to build your game board is to roll the dice and write that number on your board. Okay, so I rolled a 2, but instead of drawing the dots for 2, I'm actually going to write the number 2 somewhere on my board. Okay, let's do another roll. What number did I roll? I rolled a 1. So I'm going to find a spot on my game board and I'm going to write the number 1, and then I'm going to keep going until my game board looks full. What number did I roll this time? You're right, I rolled a 5. Okay, so I'm going to finish doing up the game board and then I will come back and show you how to play. All right, boys and girls, it looks like our game board is ready to go. I hope you had fun making the game board. If you needed some help, that's okay. And there's also a game board that your moms and dads can download and print off too, if that's a little bit easier. So I think we're ready to go. So I've got my dice and I'm going to roll the dice, and that's part of the roll part of our game. All right, what number did Miss Burdette roll? You're right, I rolled a 5. So I'm going to find 1 5 on our game board. It looks like there's a few here, but I'm going to choose this one at the bottom. Then I'm going to take my counters and I'm going to build 5 on top of that number. 1, 2, 3, 4, and how many more do I need to make 5? You're right, I need 1 more, and now I've made 5. So I've rolled the number 5, and I've built the number 5. So I can either choose to, if your items are small enough, you can choose to stand right on top of that number so it's covered and nobody else can steal that number from you, or you can cross it off your game board to show the other player, the other person that you're playing with, that that number is taken. You've built that number. Okay, then the next person is going to roll, or if you're playing by yourself, that's okay, you can roll again. What? I rolled another number 5. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm going to choose not the number that I've crossed off. I'm going to choose a different number 5 on my board, and I'm going to build that many with my counters. Let's count to see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I need 1 more. I tried to trick you. Okay, so I'm going to put that on top, or I'm going to choose to cross it off. And then you can keep playing until all the numbers are crossed off. If you're in SK, or if you want a little bit of an extra challenge, whoop, you can flip the board over, and I've rolled 2 dice together, and I've added all the dots up to write some bigger numbers on the other side. So if you want to stick with numbers from 1 to 6, that's okay. If you're looking for a little bit of an extra challenge, then you can do some bigger numbers on the back. So how I made this game board is I rolled the dice and I've added up all the dots on both dice together and wrote that number. So let's try this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 more makes, you're right, it's 7. So there's my 7 on top. So if you're an SK, or if you want a bit of an extra challenge, it's the same way to play the first side, but you're just rolling 2 dice instead and you're making bigger numbers. So what number did I roll? Let's add up all the dots on the dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep counting. 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I have a couple of 9s to choose from on my game board, but I'm going to choose the one at the bottom. And I'm going to make the number 9. And here's a fun little trick. On the first side of the game board, I made the number 5. I know that that's 5, so I don't have to make that again. I'm just going to add 4 more on. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's just make sure that that is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And you know what to do? Cross it off. All right, boys and girls, we hope you have fun playing Roll and Build. We can't wait to see you playing the game. Talk to you soon.